All right, Jennifer.
Logo. Look how many logo.
Look at Jennifer's logoed. She's all logoed up, ready to talk about what's going on downtown Appleton. Hey, Jennifer, welcome to the studio.
Well, thank you.
Jennifer Stefani, like
Gwen.
one of those things I'm going to hear about for a minute. Oh, hold on a second here. Just cut out. Bumped it. There we go. Jennifer Stefani, Executive Director, Appleton Downtown Incorporated, ADI. So we'll be referring to you as Executive Director of ADI throughout the show here today. Thank you for taking some time and coming out and hanging out with us.
It's super cool to be here.
Yeah, it is. It is super cool. We're here like all the time. So we think it's way cool to be here.
It is cool.
And love it that you're here with us today. So how this works when we get a guest into the studios, we got to learn a little bit about you first, kind of like, add some stuff to you. Like, all right, she kind of knows what she's talking about. Like, okay, she's cool. Like when you have a fish fry.
Like my credentials.
Yes. Like when you have a fish fry, where do you eat your fish fry? Where do you go for your favorite fish fry?
So my husband does not like fish.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, happily married?
Just kidding. Yes, of course. Very happily married.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, fish fry. There's several very good fish fries.
Oh, of course. We're not eliminating any. Yes, but
so Rookies has a great fish fry.
Oh, Rookies.
Spats.
Yeah.
Has a great fish. I mean, you can throw a stone and hit a good fish fry in Appleton.
You really,
right?
You really.
So you really can't go wrong. But yeah, good question.
Thanks. Now, while you're having that, though, are you having an old fashioned?
Brandy, sweet cherries. Yeah. Classic.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
So
I didn't have to say anything. She rolled right into that one.
She knows what's up.
You have to ask.
Well, I mean, we asked this question because there's some people that don't like old fashions.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm not an old fashioned fan.
Really even sure how to
I know.
respond to that.
I know, right?
100 shows in. This is going to be our 100th show.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, that we've done. And I know.
Wow.
It doesn't like campfires.
I'm kind of
This one.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How did we get to 100?
Okay, so personal fact about me. I camp.
There you go.
We like to camp.
Cool.
Yeah, we go to Evergreen Campground
Oh
in
my God,
Wild
I grew up
Rose.
there.
If you've never been to Evergreen, it's remarkable. It is resort camping for sure. You're glamping.
Yeah.
Most of the time, right? Like there's an ice machine.
I was in
Don't feel
Evergreen
bad.
before Evergreen was Evergreen.
Really?
I was there when the roads were still dirt.
Ooh.
That's where I found out I was allergic to bees and almost died.
How
When the toilets didn't have plumbing, it was just a hole.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was a long time. That was our summer vacation spot.
Well, it has come a long way.
Yes, it has.
Do you have a permanent site there?
We do.
You do. Nice.
So we did too. We ended up getting a permanent. We were there for, we've only been out of there for the past 10 years, I think. I got to think of the street now, 4th Street. The one when you come in on the main road and the park is in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
That
Fourth.
campsite, that's
Yes.
4th. Okay, so
Yeah.
4th, that first campsite that's right there on top hill, that was ours for a decade.
Okay.
We had that first spot there.
We're on 5th.
Yeah, awesome. It is a great place.
11 years.
It's such a great place. It has grown so much. It's changed so much.
It
Very
is.
much become commercialized versus what it used to be. But I mean, it
It's a resort.
literally,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, it was literally dirt roads and nothing. It was carved into the woods, dirt roads, and then you had the up front, the concession area and stuff, the video room and the old showers. But
Okay,
all
if
the
you haven't
toilets
been
and
there
plumbing.
lately, you really should just, if you've got nothing to do I mean, they're going to be closed now after this
Yeah,
weekend, but next spring.
This was my favorite time of year to go. This is
the fall.
perfect because nobody's there. It's
Yeah.
quiet. The pine needles are falling.
Everywhere.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely
The
love it. I
Button
miss that
family
place.
and the Evergreen team have just done a tremendous job.
Jim is a good dude. Yeah,
He is. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I've gotten a chance to get to know him over the
Yeah.
years. And
we were there before there was gates. Like we
Oh,
snuck in
wow.
all the time. We
Wow.
parked over in the county park and we would just shuffle people in through the woods.
you're that
Before we
guy.
had a fence up and
Mhm.
got her all tuned up. And there's probably a lot of the reasons why he's doing what he's doing. It's like,
Well, thanks for that.
sorry about that, guys.
He's like, it was you.
But anyway,
They keep it safe.
let's pull it back together here and talk
All right.
about downtown Appleton and all of the wonderful things that you guys have had going on. I would say so. The summer successful, right?
Amazing.
Wow.
An absolutely incredible summer. I mean, from the concerts to the farm market to the granddaddy of them all, Oktoberfest, Mile of Music in the middle there, just spectacular. And those are just the events, right? Like
Right.
that's just the event side.
Yeah.
Then there's all of the new development that's happening, all the incredible small businesses that are the absolute heartbeat of who we are as a district.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it really special.
There's so much going on. Really, I think at the end of the day, it's just safe to say that we want to create a place where when you are there, you really don't have to leave downtown Appleton unless you really absolutely want to. We're going to have everything there. Your gas and your food and your hair cutting. And maybe we can get one of those mobile guys, the guys that do the mobile oil changes to like, can we give him a parking spot on the app too? Maybe.
Well, you know, you can get your oil changed in downtown Appleton. In my district, if you go to Boyle Auto, that's where I buy my car and get my oil changed.
Look at this.
Right?
Look at this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So one shot.
Ask for
one-stop
Jeff Boyle, owner operator. That's the whole beauty of downtown and shopping local and supporting local. I don't know if he's second or third generation. I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'll ask.
Very cool.
Going for an oil change tomorrow.
Yeah, it's such a great idea, and that's how it should be done, really, with what we've got down there and how things are set up. There really shouldn't be any reason to have to leave downtown.
The live, work, play environment is really what we're working on right now, and that kind of comes in phases. And I feel like all the work that we've done just continues to layer upon itself. And I say we, and I mean all of us, right? From city to the small business owners, to the investors, to the employees, the people that live downtown. I mean, it takes a village, literally takes a village. But it's been really exciting to see how that has layered on itself. And now here we are at this point of, I don't even know what you want to call it. Like we're ready to boom, right? Like we're at that cusp of like, holy cow, we are really something special. And we know that. We know that we've been building to this point, right? Like I have to say that, of course. Do I believe it? Absolutely, 100 and a million %. Like there's no doubt in my mind that we are at that point of great things.
I mean, you've been at this for a while. How many years did you say?
21 years.
Oh,
When you sit down and think about the changes from day one, when you walked in and what was laid there in front of you to where it's at right now, it's a completely different downtown.
It's remarkable. I stepped in at the exact best time that anybody possibly could. It was right after College Avenue was reconstructed, and it had this, and the PAC was just opening. Like imagine the product that I got a chance to walk in and now say, all right, how do we layer on vibrancy and an economic ecosystem, and how do we begin to build that layering? And it was just amazing how every time a building changed hands or a new tenant came in, it took a step up.
Sure.
I mean, this elevation that just kept happening with it. It was really, it's been exciting.
Forward progress and seeing that stuff happen is super motivating. It's like it's a big positive thing. You're like, yeah, things are happening. Like the idea is right.
For sure.
Just got to stay the course, put in the work, and eventually you'll get there 20 years later.
Right.
20 years later.
And you have to keep being creative. You know, I think about the journey in this role, and it's easy to get, well, first of all, burnout is common in this industry, but to be complacent and say, oh, things are running great. You know, we're just going to sit back and do the things that we've been doing. But you can't do that in this environment. You have to continually be looking for the next thing. Like, how do you infuse new energy, new events, attract new people, attract new businesses, create the next incentive program for a new business? There's always something new.
Yeah.
So we were talking before, how many housing units were added?
So between 2020 and the end of 2025, so some are in construction right now, it'll be 536 new residential units.
On top of what was already,
what was there.
What was there already?
Yeah. So, I mean, we basically doubled the amount of living units, actually a little more than that, I think. So we're sitting in a position right now where we're as much a neighborhood as we are a commercial district, a cultural and arts district, an education and government district. I mean, all of this kind of mixed use vibrancy coming together in a multi-function space. It's pretty cool.
Jennifer Stefani, ADI, Appleton Downtown, the executive director. We're talking a little bit about some of the things that have been going on, where things are going. Of course, got to talk a little bit about the events, because those are the big ones. I mean, those are the the candlesticks that stand out and are the highlights that really bring people down. That are the ones that are gonna. Those are the events that are gonna open the eyes to those potential people, those new businesses that want to be a part of that, or those people that want to live in that community. So those are super, super important events. Do you have a favorite that you do throughout the year? Now, I don't want to start any fights. I don't want to make anybody angry. She loves them all like her children, I guess, is the right answer. But if there was one where you're like, I really get excited about this event. It can be small, it can be a big one, it could be a farmer's market. Because I'll be honest, the farmer's markets for me are my favorite. I love all of the rest. I can do it. I can be a part of all of them. But the farmer's market, that's when the family's there. That's when you got this this local, the local vibe is stronger, versus an Oktoberfest where we got a lot of guests in town today.
Right.
We got a lot of outsiders in here.
I was just going to say that they kind of serve the community in different ways.
Okay.
And I would probably align more with your answer and say farm market, although I have a caveat to that. So hold on a second. Farm market, though, it's so much more than just an event. It's an economic development driver. We have seen businesses start as vendors and open a brick and mortar store, and
because of
open their second or expand, because they've been able to build a following, test products, build their business with that booth at the farm market or food truck or what have you, and then begin to grow and blossom, which is really cool. And for me, that checks so many mission boxes for us, right? Like that's the whole idea. So that's really cool for me. I have to say though, our favorite new event are the night markets. We haven't experienced the night markets. We really learned a great deal from the Chamber of Commerce. The Fox Cities Chamber did Bazaar After Dark for years, and they stopped doing those events. And we said, hey, would you be okay if we did those? Because we're partners on so many things. And they're like, yeah, that's great. Go ahead, go for it. So we've done 3 of them now. We did 1 in 23 and we did 2 of them this year. And they're so eclectic and so cool. And they draw this really wide demographic of people. We saw lots of young people. When I think about the next generation of downtown user, if we're not doing things now to draw them in and connect them, we're not doing us that justice of keeping that pattern going. So those events really bring something kind of new and exciting.
Do we have any more of those this year?
We have a holiday edition. Yes. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up on November 16th.
Okay.
A little bit smaller than the big blown
Ferris wheel.
Yeah, right. There's no Ferris wheel this time. But we will have a live reindeer.
Oh, stop.
That's kind of cool.
That's super cool.
Right.
So this is one of the first time I saw them. They're so tiny.
They're not as big as you think.
Yeah, I thought they were much bigger. I'm like, what? Come on, you're
That's
messing
why you need
with me.
like a whole team of them.
Yeah, right.
No
wonder you need 12 of them.
We will have visits with Santa. So Santa,
I love him.
Well, so then while we're on it, then there's got to be a few more things laid out. Why don't you run down through the list of what we've got yet to come up in the next couple months?
Yeah. So depending upon when this is airing, right?
Well, we're going to jump in tomorrow morning. We'll have a part of this on the show tomorrow morning. We're going to highlight part of it, but then ultimately we'll just have one solid video where people can watch the whole video in its entirety. Otherwise, we'll break it up into little chunks and make reels and stuff out of it. Kind of like highlight portions of our conversation.
Love that. So Saturday, October 19th is our craft beer walk. This is our fall edition. We do one in the spring, one in the fall. And the fall one, of course, features local beers that are kind of fall forward.
Sure.
Something. Can you say that? I don't know. Fall
backward if you have too many of them. Either way.
Fall down.
These are cool events. As part of our walk series, we do a wine walk, a soup walk, a cultural cuisine walk, a Death by Chocolate walk. And the fall craft beer walk, you buy a VIP ticket and you can select which places you want to go to. So you create your own experience with it, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Great idea.
It's very neat. A lot of fun with that. Okay. Now we're kind of getting into November here.
Yeah,
We've got
it's all
the
right.
Houdini 10K, which is a fun run in downtown on November 2nd. And Runaway Shoes puts that all together, so you can head to their website, get all the deets on that. But that one's really cool. They have magicians, they have food and beverage, and it's really
Carrie,
cool.
we in on that?
Something different.
Okay, want to run that?
I'll walk it.
Yeah, I'm not a runner, so but
Perfect.
I'm there. I'm there. At the end, you'll see.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, you'll see me.
You're running around,
I
right?
run around. I don't do a whole lot that day other than there for support and for help.
You when
It's
it's
in
all said and
downtown
done,
and we
she's
love
put
that.
on like 20 miles.
Yeah, she probably
She
has
did the
more
marathon
steps than
twice.
anyone that did the
Not
10.
that day. I kind of let them handle it. It's great.
That's good. You got to have
I
those
love being
events
there, though.
because we have witnessed you running around. We know that
Yes.
you put on miles. So
yes,
you
yes,
you
the
do put in.
entire team definitely puts on many miles. I should buy
Sure.
them all like
Yeah, it's
track
kind of
Like
step counters.
steppers,
Yeah.
I feel like they should have track
Yeah.
numbers.
So what other events
I
have you
should
got
do
there?
Okay,
What's
so
next?
then November 16th is that night market.
Yeah.
Again, crafters, food trucks. We have a treat walk, which is kind of cool. So that's designed to get people moving around the district. So we have stuff in Houdini Plaza. We'll have crafters and food trucks on College, just one block between Appleton and Oneida. But then we want you to explore the downtown. So you can go and get a sweet treat up and down the avenue. They'll be marked as to where you can get those. There's a tree walk also, so decorated trees up and down the avenue. So lots of fun things. There are performances, wagon rides. Get this, the evergreen chippy train will
No
be there.
kidding. Oh my God. Been on that chippy train.
Yeah.
Drinks, and then it's like, hey, how did I end up on this train? And then,
And everyone's
That's
singing
great.
carols, and it's so fun. So s'more making. So yeah, there are fire pits.
Fun.
But they're propane.
Right
Live
on.
reindeer.
Yeah.
We have. We're going to be showing Elf the movie.
Oh,
Which is kind of fun.
My fave.
My fave. Yeah.
And visits with Santa.
Mhm.
That's
You can go
amazing.
around. Winged fairies, all kinds of good things. All right, so come down for that for sure.
Yeah.
And then that next Tuesday is the Downtown Appleton Christmas Parade.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody
So
loves
you're really kicking off the holiday season.
it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get you in the spirit. don't I?
Absolutely.
Full
We're very
throttle on
excited.
that one. And this
For
one over
sure.
here does. You've not been to the parade yet, have you?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Or we talked about this last week or something.
I said, so I don't like the cold. So I'm not a go set chairs out and yeah. Mhm.
she's a little bag of complicated. We give her a fire and she's still not happy with it. It's like
I have a process. I'm just saying, I just don't understand why people in the summer when it's like 90 and humid want to sit around a campfire. Like
But it's cooler at night.
it's
Yeah.
We need a whole
already-
show
we've
on
had
that.
this, had this conversation a million
That's a
times.
whole nother
Always
show.
pops up.
I get that.
Um,
All right. So the Christmas parade up and down the avenue. That's November 26th. Make sure I get the dates right. Starts at 7 and it leads off with the Santa Scamper, which is another fun run. Everybody comes kind of
Yeah.
dressed as
Yep.
Santa. There's Santa hats, their elf costumes, what have you. It's really fun. So that leads off at 6:40. So
Okay.
we want to make sure that you're down there in time. Be mindful of the rules and regulations about putting your chairs out because we hate it when those things end up disappearing because that does happen on occasion.
Makes sense.
Imagine that. But there's a lot of stuff coming up.
There's a lot of stuff.
You got a lot of stuff, and that's how it should be. When you're trying to do what you're trying to do, you got to bring those kind of events and keep everything rocking and rolling. Of course, there's some traditional stuff in the mix, and all this stuff we will have on the Facebook page. We'll post and keep you up to snuff as time moves on, so that you don't miss anything. Because
Oh, there's more.
You have more?
yeah, there's more.
Oh,
Oh wait,
come on.
But
there's
wait,
more.
there's more.
All right, let's throw
Well,
in
there's
more.
the turkey trot.
Okay.
Oh, I love the turkey trot.
Oh yes, of course, the turkey trot. Yeah, I can't forget about
Thanksgiving
that.
morning.
Yeah,
So
can't
don't
forget
forget
about
about that. Make sure you get registered. I don't know how many runners they had last year.
A lot.
A lot.
It was a
Yeah.
lot. I seen the
I
number
should know
somewhere.
that.
Saw the number somewhere, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So start practicing.
Gonna
Get
do
your
that.
turkey trot on.
Go out for the pie. I'll be honest with you. I want
Right? Just give me- I'm like, we'll trot for a pie.
There is pie at the end.
I know.
yeah, that
right?
part. Yeah, that's the part I want to go run for. I want the pie.
And then it's Small Business Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. am.
Uh-huh.
Because it's shopping time,
It
right?
is shopping time. It is holiday shopping season.
So go
Some would
support
say
those.
that it is already holiday shopping season.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
those people
is.
are crazy.
I love those
I
people.
blame Walmart.
I wish I was one of those
Are you?
people. I'm not.
Oh, you wish you were. Okay,
I
yeah, no,
wish
yeah.
because I get to the end and I'm panicking to find, all the right gifts.
Oh, see, I can jump in early, get the gifts done, so that's not there. I'm good with that, but it's still too soon.
So
Yeah.
that's the beauty of downtown,
Still
though,
too soon.
right? Because the gift giving season, it's where we shine.
Hey,
That is where we shine.
this one over here. So what I think we need to do is I think we just need to bring you back again as a refresher
I
as
love
we get through,
Yeah.
October, the next few weeks, the next handful of events. And then as we get, closer to Thanksgiving, maybe somewhere there mid-November, we get you back in here, refresh people's memories on this stuff.
I could
maybe-
do a whole gift guide thing. Like I could
Oh, that
bring
would be
samples.
fabulous.
I feel like with what you got going on, it could be a regular thing. Like there's always
Yeah,
something
sign me
happening
up.
For
at some
sure.
point.
For sure.
You get into like the ice carving thing. That's one of my favorites. I love ice
It
carving.
is fun. We do that in February.
Yeah,
Avenue
I love that.
Ice.
Yeah.
I
love
enjoy
it.
that. It's
I
crazy
love
that
it.
blows
And
my
it's like one or two guys that carve all of those.
Oh, for real?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Crystal
didn't know
clear ice. His name is Paul Salmon. He's
Wow.
amazing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. He
That is
starts
so
like a month early, just carves and stores and carves and stores. It takes him hours and hours and hours to put them all out. It's remarkable.
I can't imagine.
Such a great partner.
And then Ma Nature comes in and gives him a 60-degree day, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, was that this year?
I think it's the last.
it's like the last 2
Last
years.
2
he's been
years?
like, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's gonna be so warm out. Those
And
poor
then we had a
things.
storm one year that
Yeah. But
knocked a couple of.
don't
winners.
stop doing it. Fantastic.
It is.
I love it. But yeah, you could talk forever, to lay out the whole calendar a year.
Oh,
But
I
let's
got
break
lots
it down. Let's just have you come back
All right.
and we'll just make it a
We'll do
regular.
the winter series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Small Business Saturday, I could talk all day about
We're
just
real big with small business. Love
supporting
the
local
yes.
and what
Huge.
that means. I mean, imagine if the small businesses that are down there right now weren't there.
Mhm.
Wouldn't
Right.
be the same.
Right.
It just wouldn't be the same.
Absolutely right.
Come
Absolutely
down
right.
and show your love.
Jennifer Stefani, it's been amazing having you in here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate the time. I know you're a busy lady. Clearly, you've got lots going on. But we'll wrap this up. We'll get you on your way. Thank you again so much for the time. You will be back. We'll have all of the information, the links to your sites and stuff as well in the comment section just below this. And then, of course, we'll get it all linked up at newlivingnow.com. So thank you again for the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. What a blast.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
it's
Do it
fun.
again.